Yeah, hi there. My thought for the day. Being a teacher at the local secondary school, it's been really hard to see and hear the students go through the exasperation of the recent exam results, the volatility of the past 5 months, and how unnerving that's been. Not sitting exams, not fulfilling coursework deadlines, not knowing if they could apply for certain courses, and then in the past week or two, being unsettled still further. One moment going with one grading system and then the next day going with another. Some not making the grades they needed for courses they'd gone through the process of deciding on, for an algorithm to then say no. So unsettling and confidence shattering. I had the pleasure of going out on the River Orwell on a kayak and paddleboard recently. As I paddled through the rather idyllic setting, my confidence was somewhat scuppered by the dreaded jellyfish. Every stroke there were half dozen quite sizable jellyfish. I seem to have a somewhat irrational fear of jellyfish, which I've also passed on to my daughters. What if I fell off the paddleboard? What if I overturned in the kayak? What if a freak wave knocked me off and I fell into the jellyfish infested waters? That fear didn't help me relax. My tension passed down to my legs and into my technique. I didn't really reach out and commit to the stroke, and this in turn made the likelihood of me coming a cropper even more likely. Funny that, isn't it? Our fear of something often makes us do things that will make this fear more likely to happen. I think this can be translated into our walks with God. Sometimes nerve and tension results in irrational decisions, unreasonable thoughts, not having the confidence to behave in the correct way, perhaps resulting in the incorrect response to a situation. I hope I don't react like I sometimes do to my brother, sister, parent, friend, and then you go and give that impatient, unloving, careless response you were so keen not to give. God, help me walk today in step with your will, and then you go in your own strength. God, help me be patient in my work environment, and you are the most impatient person there. Lord, help me be a light to my family and friends, and you're the dullest, least enthusiastic person about. To overcome some fears, I often play the Dr. Phil what if game. Dr. Phil was that great theologian on American TV chat shows. What if I fell in the Orwell when kayaking the other day? I'd more than likely not be stung, and I'd clamber back on the kayak, paddleboard with no ill effect, probably a bit more confident actually. Maybe I'd get stung. I'll probably survive with a mild sting abating the next day. What if my grades are downgraded? I have to go to another college and rejig my sights onto another pathway, likely turning out the best anyway. What if my friend doesn't accept my offer to pray for them and what they're going through? Maybe they'll say no thanks, but come back another time. Maybe they reject you, but at least you've tried. God says not to be fearful. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. That's in Isaiah. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be terrified. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. That's in Joshua. Cast your cares on the Lord and he will sustain you. He will never let the righteous fall, in Psalms. When the grades don't go your way, God will steer you through. When you fall off a kayak into jellyfish infested waters, God will steer you through. Maybe a little sting, but he'll steer you through. When you aren't the most patient with a work colleague, pray you will be better next time. God will steer you through. When you aren't the light to your family and friends, pray God helps you overcome whatever it is that stops you. He will steer you through. God bless you today, and I pray he steers your path today.